The story begins with a series of mysterious and unusual events that capture the public's attention. A strange phenomenon, where patches of land spontaneously explode and trees grow at an alarming rate, causes a media frenzy. Amidst this chaos, a school becomes the scene of a significant moment. A crowd gathers around a beautiful girl, and a boy stands nearby. The girl, with red hair, approaches him and informs him that their relationship must end. She declares that she will never return to him and orders him never to call her again. As she speaks, the people around them, especially at the school, are thrilled because she is considered the most beautiful girl, and they assume that the boy, Feng, will be devastated by the breakup. However, to their surprise, Feng remains calm and composed, showing no signs of distress. The girl is stunned by his reaction, expecting him to beg her to stay. Instead, Feng casually tells her to say whatever else she needs to, and that he has to leave. This unexpected response leaves the girl in shock, as it appears he is unaffected by the breakup. The girl insists that Feng can do whatever he wants, but she will never return to him. She dismisses the idea that he could matter to her and says he can leave if he wishes. Feng, however, calmly responds that while she can do as she pleases, she can never be the school belle again, implying that her pride and beauty won't hold any true value in the end. He tells her he doesn't have time and is leaving, which shocks the girl. She wonders what could possibly be more important than their relationship. Meanwhile, the students around them gossip and criticize Feng, labeling him as rude and out of control for not being upset about the breakup. Despite the girl's beauty and status as the school's top figure, Feng seems indifferent, which leaves everyone puzzled. But Feng knows what he has to deal with, because what is going on in his mind is more important than this. He thinks these things don't matter to him. There are many greater things I have to face, he reasons, so this does not matter to me. He starts walking away, thinking, I can't be bothered with these small things. I have to focus on everything else. Feng thinks the schoolgirl is very proud, and her drama has nothing to do with him. All the people in the background are very surprised and start doubting her. They wonder what is going on in Feng's mind. Because our main character shows us what he is thinking, these people don't know that I am not from here. I have died once and I have been revived again. All these people and these girls are my past, and they are going to stay there. Nothing matters to me now. These people don't know what is going to happen next. We are shown Feng's dream from last night. It is not a dream, it is a reality that only he knows. He was told that the world, the blue star humanity, is going to be destroyed. Its condition will be very bad. Last night, Feng was shown that the world is going to explode. The water will wave and explode. The sun will grow intensely hot. The water will become freezing cold. Everything will be thrown from its place. The world will change into another world, a place where nothing in society matters. Only the people who are alive and who possess powers will matter. Their powers will be everything. No rules will apply. When our character Feng saw this, he said, "What is happening? What are these things being shown to me?" A notification told him the world is going to change in ways people can't even think. The spiritual energy of Kuna. In 361 days, 11 hours, and 59 minutes, a change is coming that no one can imagine. Seeing this, Feng is very confused, wondering what will happen. When the notification appeared, he tried to touch it. As he moved his hand forward and touched it, a unique thing was revealed. He was surprised. This was no normal notification. It showed him his powers and told him his techniques were at zero. He was told the algorithm would change completely. Things are going to change, and he has no powers or techniques at this time. Seeing this system, he is very surprised, for he begins to understand what is going to happen to this world. He looks at the notifications carefully and moves his hand toward them. His hand passes right through. As soon as his hand reaches the other side, he is very surprised. He thinks, what has happened? I can pass my hand through this notification. As he pulls his hand back, a large monster is shown to him, one that is going to eat him. The monster is very scary, with big teeth and dangerous eyes. When it opens its mouth, its eyes bulge open. Seeing this monster, he remembers something, as if he has a deep connection with it. A dead body is shown in the monster's mouth. The body looks familiar. It is not someone else's, but his own. A voice says the old man is now completely dead. Seeing this, Fang breathes heavily and feels very sad. "This is me," he says. "This was my condition." He remembers everything from the past. He remembers the life in which he died, his old times. He thinks he tried very hard to live in that world. He had many hopes, but he could not survive. Many monsters were causing destruction, and the greatest feat was to escape them. But despite working so hard, despite saving others, he was finally caught by a monster. It cut him into pieces and killed him. Yes, this was Fang's past. This is the reality only he knows. He suffered greatly from such things, and now he is alive again. He has been given another life, sent back to the world to save it. Now he comes back to his senses. He sees a ball shining like the sun. He grabs and touches it. As soon as he makes contact, a lot of light spreads everywhere. It is as if a shiny thing is about to burst. A window appears, and in it, the system is being analyzed. It tells him a new path has been opened. Another path of the world is now open for Fang. Now everything is in front of him. He understands. A window shows him that he must accumulate as much power as possible, for only by gathering these powers can he save the world. He realizes he has been sent here for this purpose. He returns to his world from that night's dream. In the city, a news report states that humanity is now facing many unique and dangerous things, strange phenomena people have never seen before. They say they have not seen such powers and do not know much about them. People are very confused. But when Fang sees this, he is not confused. He is surprised because he knows what this is. He knows the world has started on that path. People are talking, saying the government is not doing anything for them against these great dangers. It is only issuing warnings, telling people to stay away, but it is not confirming anything. A notification appears on Fang's mobile. It shows the same news, the story of the thing 10 people could not handle, and the tree whose branches grew miles long in hours. When Fang thinks about this, he is surprised because he has understood. The world can only be lived through power. But he is surprised that people are still hurting smaller people, and the government is just talking. He doesn't think they will be able to do anything about it. Fang looks at his mobile and sees people are getting worried. A surprising notification appears about a university where strange things are happening. The temperature inside is said to be very high, so high that students are told to wear sunglasses for protection. This is the same university people want to attend after school. Some think it is a joke, because the temperature near them is normal. When they hear the report, they think the temperature must be very low, and it's not possible. They wonder if the government is deceiving them for its own benefit. They look at the sky and see blue clouds. They are surprised and say the temperature here is normal, and the university is very close. They immediately check the temperature on their mobile, and it is normal. We see that university. Students are told to stay away from the north gate because it is very hot there. In the comments, many people confirm the intense heat, saying they don't know how it happened. We see Fang smile. He says he knows all the things happening here. Those changes have started in the world, and these are the things that will give him his opportunities. He looks toward the sky and says, "I think I have already got the opportunity to increase my powers, because I know I have come here from the future." We see some people stuck at the north gate, running away from the heat. Our main character, Fang, changes his clothes and starts going toward the north gate. As soon as he reaches it, he begins to sweat because the temperature is extremely hot. The sun feels very close, and there is immense heat. He says, "There is something wrong here causing this." Fang looks and wonders what has happened to the people. They have opened umbrellas on the roof and are trying to flee completely because they cannot exist in this dangerous heat. Fang says he doesn't understand what is happening. He sits down on the ground where small sparkles are falling from the sky. He takes these sparkles in his hand and tries to catch them, because he knows there will be many such changes in the world. Wherever there is a change, he must reach there immediately. That is the only chance to get his opportunities and acquire new techniques. As soon as he touches the flame, a dangerous, not normal flame, a lot of light starts to spread. He is surprised and thinks, "What is happening? I don't understand this light." His eyes turn red and the light intensifies. Here it is shown that the power of a young is emerging, and it will appear inside him. We see our main character, Fang, trapped inside the fire. The fire spins in circles inside him, those things coming into Fang's body. The power of the fire fills him. His mouth feels like it will burst as the heat pours into him. It looks like a joke, but his screams come out. He starts screaming. What is happening? There is a big blast, a big light. A light like the sun starts to spread everywhere. When people see it, they cover their faces because they cannot look at this brilliant, painful light. Fang's condition becomes very bad. His hair turns white. His clothes start to burn. As he is turning into a monster, he screams so much that he presses his teeth together. Finally, he puts his hands on his head to escape the pain. He says, "If this continues, I will die soon. This will be a very terrible and painful death for me." After some time, a message comes. He has been given the power of the Golden Sun technique. This means that our main character, Fang, has gained power from this. The beginning of our story is truly surprising, because right away we are shown something so mysterious and unique that even 10 people together could not handle it. This strange-looking thing is bizarre, and news of it is spreading rapidly. Meanwhile, we are shown a tree whose branches grow miles long within just a few hours. And these are not ordinary news reports. In fact, they are shocking and unbelievable. One report claims that patches of land have started exploding by themselves. All these incredible events have created an uproar in the news. The scene shifts to a school, where people are milling about and a large crowd has gathered. They are fussing over a person, a beautiful girl. We see a boy standing off to the side, and a girl with red hair approaches him. They begin to talk. The boy asks, "You called me here to talk, so tell me what you wanted to say." The girl says, "Fang, as you know, our levels are very different. My results are high-class standard, and yours are not good. So, I want to end our relationship and our friendship. This thing between us can't go on. School love always ends. We have to understand that, and that time is now." The girl tells Fang that this love does not last, and she can't base her life on it, because these things must end. She says the time has come. She will end their relationship and they will break up. She tells him never to call her again, because she will never return to him. And in her mind, she thinks this will happen. All the people at the school are happy to see this, because she is the most beautiful girl in the school, and they are happy she is breaking up with Fang. They assume his condition will get worse. We see the girl is very at peace, because she is the king of the school, the king and most beautiful of all the girls, known as the school belle. Everyone is shocked when Fang says, in a peaceful way, "There is no problem." The girl is very shocked. She thinks, "It doesn't matter to him that I'm leaving. I thought he would get on his knees and apologize. I thought he would beg me not to go." We see Fang say, "If you want to say something else, tell me. Now I have to go." The girl is thinking, "It doesn't affect him that I'm leaving." Fang says, "If you want to say something else, you can tell me. Otherwise, let me go. I don't have time." The girl says, "I don't know if this is some trick of yours, but it will never happen. I will never come back to you. You can do whatever you want." She adds, "You really think I will come back for a boy like you? Whatever, it doesn't matter to me. You can go." Fang says, "You can do whatever you want, but you can't be the school belle. There's no use in being proud of your personality. I don't believe you." Our main character, Fang, says, "Let me go. I don't have time. I am busy and I am going." Hearing this, the girl is very surprised and starts thinking, leaving a girl like me doesn't matter to him. What could possibly matter more? We see all the students there saying bad things about him. They think he is crazy and has no manners. The beautiful girl of the school is leaving him, and he feels no regret. He is very calm, as if nothing happened. But Fang knows what he has to deal with, because what is going on in his mind is more important than this. He thinks these things don't matter to him. "There are many greater things I have to face," he reasons. Fang thinks the schoolgirl is very proud, and her drama has nothing to do with him. All the people in the background are very surprised and start doubting her. They wonder what is going on in Fang's mind. Because our main character shows us what he is thinking. "These people don't know that I am not from here. I have died once and I have been revived again. All these people and these girls are my past, and they are going to stay there. Nothing matters to me now. These people don't know what is going to happen next." We are shown Fang's dream from last night. It is not a dream, it is a reality that only he knows. He was told that the world, the blue star humanity, is going to be destroyed. Its condition will be very bad. Last night, Fang was shown that the world is going to explode. The water will wave and explode. The sun will grow intensely hot. The water will become freezing cold. Everything will be thrown from its place. The world will change into another world, a place where nothing in society matters. Only the people who are alive and who possess powers will matter. Their powers will be everything. No rules will apply. When our character Fang saw this, he said, "What is happening? What are these things being shown to me?" A notification told him the world is going to change in ways people can't even think. The spiritual energy of Kuna. In 361 days, 11 hours, and 59 minutes, a change is coming that no one can imagine. Seeing this, Fang is very confused, wondering what will happen. When the notification appeared, he tried to touch it. As he moved his hand forward and touched it, a unique thing was revealed. He was surprised. This was no normal notification. It showed him his powers and told him his techniques were at 0. He was told the algorithm would change completely. Things are going to change, and he has no powers or techniques at this time. Seeing this system, he is very surprised, for he begins to understand what is going to happen to this world. He looks at the notifications carefully and moves his hand toward them. His hand passes right through. As soon as his hand reaches the other side, he is very surprised. He thinks, "What has happened? I can pass my hand through this notification." As he pulls his hand back, a large monster is shown to him, one that is going to eat him. The monster is very scary, with big teeth and dangerous eyes. When it opens its mouth, its eyes bulge open. Seeing this monster, he remembers something, as if he has a deep connection with it. A dead body is shown in the monster's mouth. The body looks familiar, it is not someone else's, but his own. A voice says the old man is now completely dead. Seeing this, Fang breathes heavily and feels very sad. "This is me," he says. "This was my condition." He remembers everything from the past. He remembers the life in which he died, his old times. He thinks he tried very hard to live in that world. He had many hopes, but he could not survive. Many monsters were causing destruction, and the greatest feat was to escape them. But despite working so hard, despite saving others, he was finally caught by a monster. It cut him into pieces and killed him. Yes, this was Fang's past. This is the reality only he knows. He suffered greatly from such things, and now he is alive again. He has been given another life, sent back to the world to save it. Now he comes back to his senses. He sees a ball shining like the sun. He grabs and touches it. As soon as he makes contact, a lot of light spreads everywhere. It is as if a shiny thing is about to burst. A window appears, and in it, the system is being analyzed. It tells him We are shown a peaceful atmosphere, a beautiful view of the moon. But we know this view is going to change in a dangerous way within a few hours. Our main character, Fang, is sleeping peacefully, exhausted from the deep meditation that now allows him to rest soundly in his bed. The light of the moon falls across him. But suddenly, he feels some strange sounds close by. Annoyed, he lies in bed for a long time before finally waking up, wondering what is happening outside. He opens his eyes, not understanding the noise. He feels that maybe a mouse is causing it, then thinks, there are no pipes here. Nothing should be able to get into my apartment and disturb me. He says, I don't know if mice can even come up here. He gets up and goes out toward his TV lounge. As he looks around, he sees nothing, which surprises and scares him even more. The sounds were definitely coming from here. As soon as he opens the door and steps out, he sees nothing. He thinks, there is nothing here. I should go back to sleep. But his mind has been alerted. He comes out here to see for himself. Suddenly, a large monster comes close to his face. He is scared and surprised, wondering who this is and why it is attacking him. The monster has black and red eyes. After a moment of shock, Fang calms down. These things are normal for him now because he faced them in his past life. But after so long, it feels fresh to see these powers again. He says he is almost happy to encounter them. We see a girl here who is conducting an investigation. She is the same girl from the Black Hood University incident, sent to investigate a rabbit. A small rabbit has eaten something dangerous, which has transformed it into a monstrous creature. She is ordered to find it. She has a lollipop in her mouth, a sign she is calm and focused, close to achieving her goal. She asks her phone to update her team, instructing them to find the rabbit. I will find it. If you have any information, please let me know, she says. She starts moving very fast, jumping and crossing buildings as if they were roads, leaving them behind in her urgency to reach her goal. Yet, she still doesn't know she will be unable to catch the one behind this, even though she is a hard-working and clever woman. She wonders how dangerous the monster will be. It hasn't harmed anyone yet, but it could. She thinks about the powers inside it, questioning if her own aura is strong enough to contain it and what powers she will need to win. She moves with incredible speed, her AI system guiding her. Your target is 20 kilometers away. If you maintain this pace, you will reach it soon. She is in constant communication with her department, receiving information on the monster's location as she moves to defeat it. She passes through the building so fast she appears as lightning to an office worker inside. He looks up, confused, before his boss shouts at him to pay attention to his work and stop staring. Her speed makes her look like a queen of the moon, traversing the cityscape. We see the monster is about to attack our main character, Fang, in a dangerous way. The monster's large teeth are shown. It looks like a rabbit but is terribly dangerous. Just as it attacks, Fang's AI system activates, and he easily defeats the assault and knocks it down. Having been powerful in his previous life, he can solve such problems effortlessly. After defeating it, he thinks, there are so many changes in my body. I have many powers and techniques now. I can easily fight a monster like this. I should fight with full courage. He relaxes his mind for a moment, focusing. He puts his hand down and summons his powers, the fire abilities of the Golden Sun technique. He channels this power and defeats the monster with a single, dangerous attack. The monster is shocked. Its eyes seem to tear from the impact. Seeing the attack, it starts to retreat. But our main character, Fang, runs toward it, yelling for it to stop. He grabs the monster with his powerful hands, pulls it back, and slams it onto the ground. The monster screams in pain. Fang grabs it again, shows his strength, then plants a foot on the ground and jumps into the air. As he jumps, he hurls the monster upward, generates his power, and attacks it mid-air. He says, "You are nothing in front of me," and activates his golden powers. He attacks, and the monster is thrown far away, a large hole blown through its body. Fang's powers pour into the hole, and the monster's mouth screams as the same golden energy erupts from within. Fang says, "This monster wanted to steal my golden powers. That's why it came to me. But it can't handle my energy." Fang forces the powers into its mouth, and after a few minutes, a big explosion occurs, its spines flying away. We see people sleeping in nearby buildings. The light from the blast wakes them. They think some clouds are shining outside and come to their windows to look, but they see nothing. Fang has already finished his work. We see Fang sitting on the ground. The monster's spines are broken, and his powers have left it in a bad state. The rabbit monster's attacks couldn't affect him. Fang says, "These small monsters can't do anything to me now. I have big powers, and I can fight them easily." Fang's legs are covered in small pieces of debris. He looks at them and thinks these monsters are dangerous and now unrecognizable. The monster's eyes have survived and fallen to the ground. Fang looks at them and says, "These eyes contain all its power." Fang's body glows with a yellow light, his body and feet radiating energy. Seeing the eye still alive, he steps on it angrily. Black water squirts out, and it is finally destroyed. Fang says he is feeling very good now and will remember this night well. He reflects, "This beast would have taken many innocent lives. I am an old soul. I already have knowledge of these things. If it had been someone else, they would have lost their life. It's a good thing it competed with me. Otherwise, it could have easily hurt an innocent person." He knows that within a month, everyone will start to become monsters. Soon, all people will transform, and he has been sent for this purpose. "I am completely ready to fight them. I have collected many techniques and will get more in the future. I will always be ready." When the scene changes, we see the same girl who was investigating at the university. She is quickly reaching the place where the monster was. Her AI system and department inform her she has arrived. As soon as she lands, she sees only water and body parts remain. Her eyes are wide with surprise. She had been sensing two powerful auras. She is shocked to see the monster has been killed before she arrived. Its body parts are scattered, and the power used to kill it is not common. She calls her department to report that the monster has been killed by some immense power. "I don't know who did this, but it has been completely destroyed." She is so surprised. She gets the order to identify the killer. She touches the monster's body and the residual yellow light to sense who did this and find them. When she touches it, she is stunned. The powers feel separate and familiar. She remembers these are the same powers she felt at the university. The powers at the North Gate, the golden technique. She says, "The same powers are behind this kill." She tries to identify the source and informs the department. "The one who killed it is the same power I felt at the North Gate. I didn't do this." In her reply, she says she is sure the person who was at the North Gate, the one who ran away and awakened the golden technique, is the same person who did this. She is sure of it. We have to find that person. If we reach them, we can understand these powers. The girl relays the data to headquarters, where a person at a computer tries to trace the power signature but finds nothing. "There is no record of such a power or anyone with that capability," he says. "Some person has awakened them, and surely these powers are very dangerous. We must discover the secret behind them and find that person." The girl handles the situation peacefully as the residual heat from the power still warms the air. She says, "I completely believe these powers are dangerous, and we must find that person." She presents the evidence methodically so the powers can be investigated, and the person found the one who completely destroyed the rabbit monster. The girl opens a new lollipop wrapper and answers the headquarters person peacefully. "Okay, as you say, this will happen." She throws the wrapper aside, puts the lollipop in her mouth, and says, "I have completely understood what I must do now. I am ready for this." She adds, "Now I just need a cup of milk. After that, I will be able to complete this task peacefully." The scene changes, and we are shown our main character, Fang, standing peacefully after destroying the monster. Now he has started to doubt because he knows about the girl investigating him. He wants to know why she is following him, and he knows she was the same one who tried to investigate him at the North Gate. He completely understands that if he wants to reach them, he will have to learn about all those people who are so interested in his powers. He thinks, the president of the university is very powerful. She is a very powerful person. Let's see how our character Fang wakes up peacefully after fighting so much. He wakes up calmly and says that he has already made all his plans for today. This beautiful morning and the sunrise will make me feel very peaceful, he says, and I am feeling very peaceful. He gets up and declares that he has to wake up early to do his meditations. He starts his morning meditations and says, "My meditations are happening very easily in the sun. I am feeling very comfortable." As soon as he begins, his eyes start turning golden again, and he feels very good. He tries to form an X shape of energy, a kolhada, above his head again. This time, he creates the kolhada very quickly, faster and better than the previous day. He grabs the kolhada, and although he couldn't control it last time, this time he holds it easily. He moves it and says, "It is an amazing kolhada. It is much stronger than yesterday." After forming it, he grabs the kolhada with both hands and says that it wants him to use it. He moves the kolhada backward and hits it downward very hard. As he does, he gets a notification telling him that his kolhada's powers have doubled. Because of this, he feels more power in his body. His abilities are much better than yesterday, and he is progressing correctly. He was on 1 star, and now he is on the 2nd star. After using this, he says he is moving very fast toward his goals and is learning quickly. He was on level 1, but now he is on level 2, making everything much easier. He says he will have to increase his levels step by step to learn many techniques and succeed in his goals. He thinks he will need to get a proper weapon and that his current place is not good for meditation. The light from his body could disturb people, so he needs a secluded spot to meditate and hide his glowing energy. If people find out, he could face a lot of trouble. His parcel arrives. This time, he has gotten a good weapon. The scene changes, and an officer is shown. He feels the same energy again, the same power they detected at the North Gate. "I feel that energy again and again," he says. We see our main character has reached a peaceful place. He takes out the weapon he ordered, a sword, and controls it with his hands. He is going to start his meditations here. As he begins, he gains the ability to use any object with his powers, so he uses the new sword. The previous sword couldn't withstand the heat and melted, as weak objects can't endure such power for long. But this new sword, which he has acquired, interacts with his energy correctly. He starts using it properly and continues his practice to learn many things. When he uses the sword and transfers his power into it, he gets a notification clearly stating that the sword is compatible and will serve him well. He is very happy to see this and says, "This is the best. I want to test this weapon to see how much power I have activated." After seeing it, he is surprised, thinking it is a great sword because it can channel his energy, justifying its expensive price. He raises his sword to collect all its potential power and test it. As he channels energy into it, fire begins to erupt from the blade. The moment he moves it, flames shoot out. Seizing the opportunity, he quickly goes toward a stream of water to test it there. The moment he attacks the stream with the sword, the water turns half red and half blue. The heat from the sword was so intense it made the water glow red, and he cuts the water stream in two. After using it, our main character, Fang, feels he should leave immediately. If he stays, he might be seen and suspected again. If someone witnesses his powers, he could face serious losses. The scene changes, and we see the same girl again. She is running very fast and says, "It's a curse, a curse. There has been another attack here." As soon as she arrives, she exclaims, "I just went to get some food and milk for myself, and someone has attacked from behind. I don't know why my luck is so dangerous and bad these days. I don't understand why this is happening to me." When she sees the smoke, her eyes widen in surprise. She thinks, who could do this? Seeing the condition of the smoke and the water, she says, I can't believe I was just here. Why is the water so dangerously hot? She is very upset about this. Ever since that North Gate incident, my luck has been terrible. Whenever something happens, I can't get there on time, and she can't relay the information to her headquarters. Suddenly, she sees a mountain that has been cleanly cut in two by a sword strike, with fire still burning. She is shocked. This can't be. This is not an ordinary person's attack. She is very surprised to sense that yesterday, the golden technique power was at level 1, but now it is at level 2. This is very strange. How can someone gain so much power so dangerously quickly? Now she is determined to try her best to uncover the truth. The investigating woman thinks that imbuing an object with power is no ordinary feat. There are only a few people in the world who can use such powers on any object, she thinks. Why is this happening? This is not allowed in our society. She is very surprised that no ordinary person could do such a thing. There is a strategy behind this that I must uncover. I am sure of it. The scene shifts. A tourist says, if you are a powerful person, can you help us get around here? You know everything about this place. In return, you will be paid. Fang is going to refuse, but then he sees a new pollution zone there. It seems full of lava, and Fang thinks he could increase his powers there because of the immense heat. When Fang sees that there will be a lot of lava available, he says, I'll take this deal. I will get some money, increase my own strength, and get free access to the area. Fang then says, I am coming with you. I will lead your team. After a while, Fang reaches the area near a cave. The girl there is talking to him and says, you have reached here soon. All the people there thank the girl. Thank you for getting here quickly. You gave us a map, so we found this place. She says, thank you all for listening to me and coming here with me. Now we must stick together because there could be danger ahead. Stay with each other and don't do anything reckless. The girl says, we don't have to be afraid. We should have good hopes. We will be able to see the lava peacefully and enjoy it. But we need to be careful. The path is very dangerous. The girl with yellow hair says she always wanted to be a member of an investigation team because she liked it since childhood. The investigation team had a good salary. They were given everything, even after retirement, but now they are closed. That is why her family could not support her dream. Now I help tourists here. I lead them on tours. One of them calls out, Fang? Is your name Fang? We look back, and our main character, Fang, arrives. He says, I was very happy to meet you all. How are you? When the girl with blue hair looks at him, her eyes get teary. She is surprised to see him. She says, I thought the person with the power of an X2 star, the person who wields the Kalhada, must be very old. But he is very young, and I can feel his power from here. As soon as Fang arrives, he says, we should get going. We have a long journey ahead. All the people start walking with him. The girl with yellow hair looks on with concern. Fang says, you don't have to worry. I will lead you all. If you have any problem, I am with you. To the person behind him, Fang says, you should walk slowly. The road ahead is very dangerous, and we could get hurt if we fall. One of them says to another, I have heard that the water here has completely turned to lava. The water is in a state of lava now. The girl with yellow hair says, it is possible. But Fang is going with them in a peaceful manner because he feels very calm. It has been a while since I met these people, and they are behaving well with me, he thinks. These three people are good people with good family values. We see that Fang and his companions soon reach the site. As soon as they arrive, they feel intense heat. Fang says in a loud voice, we have reached. You can see the lava in front of you. The view here is extremely hot. As soon as they see the molten flow, Fang starts running toward it. Seeing this, the rest of the people are shocked. It can be very dangerous. Don't go near it. It can harm you. She tells others to stop him. Fang goes there and jumps into the lava. As soon as he jumps in, there is a big explosion. Everyone thinks Fang is in terrible condition. The others yell to save him, shouting that he shouldn't have jumped. But Fang is in the lava, and a notification appears. It says they are analyzing this power, and in a little while, it confirms that the fire power will form a strong bond with him, increasing his power greatly. After this, we see a control panel flashing a warning. The temperature in the area is dangerously high. A suggestion appears on the screen, indicating that all the excess heat is being restored and concentrated into Fang's power source. This energy will be channeled to enhance his weapon's capabilities. Fang raises his hand toward his sword, grasping it firmly as he focuses on storing all his power and energy within the blade. He murmurs to himself, grateful that the process is complete. Now, his sword gleams with an intense, radiant light, shining like a beam of sunlight. He names it the Tank Sword, a testament to its unyielding strength. With the spirit's aid, Fang amplifies the sword's power even further. We watch as he soars into the air, propelled by the weapon's surging energy. His friends call out to him, reassuring one another that he's completely safe and unharmed. It feels as though an invisible shield envelops him, protecting him from the scorching lava while absorbing its raw power into his being. The sword draws in nearly all the lava's essence, becoming even more luminous and formidable. His friends exchange words, noting that Fang is recovering his powers rapidly. It seems he's undergone a minor cultivation breakthrough amid the chaos. They observe how the environment has settled, the lava has receded. The second friend nods eagerly. Why not? Let's begin our cultivation right away. But the guide interjects, shaking his head. I only handle information and guidance. Cultivation isn't my role. You three go ahead, I'll wait here for you. The guide watches, thinking to himself that these are new pioneers embarking on their cultivation journey. Suddenly, an intruder approaches, barking orders. You all need to scram from here. You tiny insects, what are you even doing in this place? As the intruder eyes the trio, he realizes they're from the First Star Realm, far weaker than him. They're in the midst of cultivating, vulnerable and focused. He doesn't want any trouble or misbehavior that could escalate, knowing he can't afford a confrontation gone wrong. The group starts conversing tensely. The girl among them stands firm. We've claimed this spot first. We're cultivating and absorbing the spiritual energy here. If you want to join us peacefully, you're welcome to. One of the intruders steps forward aggressively. You think you're something? You're nothing but small insects. You haven't even reached the ghost realm, and you're trying to stand in our way. Get out of here, all of you, or it won't end well. In her mind, the girl reflects on the harsh reality. This world follows the law of the jungle, where the powerful seize everything, leaving nothing for the weak. But she won't stand for it. As a member of the association, she vows to challenge this injustice. The status quo can't last forever. She'll do something to change it. Just as tensions peak, Fang reappears, stepping boldly in front of the intruders. He confronts the leader directly. Don't you feel any shame? Bullying a girl like this, is that all you're capable of? With a swift motion, he draws his sword, gathering his energy. His gaze pierces the man with intimidating force. Fang strikes first, slamming his blade into the ground. A massive explosion erupts, sending shockwaves that knock everyone back. The intruder is stunned. How could an ordinary person unleash such power? He signals his companions to retreat, creating chaos throughout the area. The friends' cultivation sessions shatter abruptly, leaving them disoriented. Who did that? One gasps. What just happened here? Fang pauses, his own thoughts aligning with the girls. This isn't right. A powerful cultivator shouldn't hoard all opportunities, denying the weak a chance to grow. This oppressive law must end. The intruder, now terrified, glances back at Fang. Fear etches his face as he pulls out his own weapon, not to attack, but to defend himself desperately. Undeterred, Fang swings his sword again, channeling another burst of energy. He warns the intruders to back off as a second explosion rocks the ground. The man stammers in disbelief. That's the second strike. He's no ordinary man. He must be a beast in disguise. Amid the destruction, Fang senses the conflict resolving, the immediate threat neutralized. He sheathes his sword cleanly, wiping it with a calm flourish. His friends gather around, wide-eyed with admiration. That was incredible, Fang. The way you handled that situation and that sword fight? Amazing. He smiles modestly, waving off the praise. It's nothing special, just what needed to be done, no big deal. Then, assessing the area, he adds, I think we've gathered all the spiritual energy here. You've stored it in your cultivations. Let's move on from this place. With that, they all depart, preparing for their next journey. In her thoughts, the girl marvels at Fang's restraint. If he'd unleashed his full power with that sword, there would be 3 corpses left behind. He's not just strong, he knows how to wield his abilities with control and precision. She decides she must report this to the organization. She summons an assistant via a quick call. We've discovered another top-tier pioneer. We need to record this immediately. The assistant responds, another one? That makes 2 pioneers we've found. Though, in truth, it's just Fang standing out. An old man appears in the background as the assistant ends the call hastily. I need to document this right away, she mutters. The girl is taken aback. It's unusual to find 2 high-tier pioneers so close together. She reflects on how these talents always rise to the top, becoming powerful forces. If not today, then tomorrow they inevitably dominate. This job is getting too difficult, she thinks. Maybe I should resign and move on entirely. The scene shifts to morning. Fang wanders through town, collecting funds for his needs. Passers-by stare and whisper. Look at him, he's trying to copy Brother X. So handsome, and that toy sword of his is beautiful too. They chatter among themselves. Brother X is truly remarkable. A man among men, capable, honorable, everything a true man should be. Fang overhears, surprised. Why are they staring like this? Do they really think I'm imitating this Brother X? He recalls the story. After chasing away some goons, a video was made and uploaded, spreading like wildfire. Curious, he pulls out his phone and searches online. To his shock, his popularity has exploded overnight. He's gone viral, famous in a single day. I shouldn't reveal my power so openly, he thinks. It makes me seem too formidable. Who could have exposed my identity like this? Reflecting further, he notes, I absorbed a tremendous amount of spiritual energy yesterday. Now, I just need a sunlight cycle to push my limits. Determined, he heads back to the mountains for training. 5 minutes later, he arrives at the secluded peaks behind his home. Unbeknownst to him, the girl from before follows discreetly, wandering freely and relaxing in the crisp air. Suddenly, she senses a brilliant light emanating from a head solar energy, potent and raw. She's astonished. How can solar energy be this intense in the mountains? Could it be him? Peering closer, she realizes, this is the 3-star Ghost EXE realm. How did he advance so quickly? It's unbelievable beyond any normal progression. She vows to investigate further, paying close attention. This has to be the same person. You won't escape my notice. A radiant light bursts forth from Fang's body, streaming toward his axe, which begins to levitate in the air. Numerous spectral hands extend from him, as though performing an ancient ritual. He chants a mantra, his voice deep and steady. The energy inside him accelerates, and his eyes glow a brilliant gold. Light pours from every part of his being, flowing steadily toward the axe, turning it an even brighter, golden hue. The girl watches from a distance, her gaze fixed on the spectacle. She sees the axe moving autonomously, flying through the air with eerie grace. She is in awe. Who could wield such power with such precision, she wonders. It seems as if he's been training for a century, yet no one even knows he commands such energy and beauty. She recalls the difficult time she had bonding with the divine axe, how it took her an entire week of sickness to reach the 2-star tier. I thought I was physically strong, she reflects. But if I struggled so much, how is he doing this? He's no ordinary person. He must be a divine being, a Phrygian descended from the heavens, wielding powers from the sky. Her admiration deepens as she watches Fang's steady control over the axe. Most cultivators, she knows, lose control when they break through to a new realm, but Fang is different. His stability is unwavering. He must have trained for years under a profound master, she thinks, someone who taught him how to master this power. The axe becomes even more radiant, its golden glow intensifying. Now it moves eastward. Fang himself is a beacon of light, his eyes shining brighter than before. Energy flows through him like lightning, surging through his body in a powerful wave. A notification pops up in front of him, announcing his breakthrough to the 2-star Golden X realm. As soon as his cultivation completes, the girl arrives, hurrying to catch up with him. She arrives at the spot, only to find it empty. He's gone again, she sighs. She suspects that Fang knows she's been following him. It's impossible to approach him, to learn anything more about him or his organization. But just as she resigns herself, she suddenly senses his presence nearby. She calls out, "Are you really here?" Fang turns, recognizing her as the girl who has been following him for days. She introduces herself. "I'm from the Xia Nation Association, one of its early pioneers and cultivators. On behalf of the association, I invite you to join us. It would be an honor." She explains that she has been tracking him for 2 days, hoping to extend the invitation in person, hoping to make a good impression. Fang listens attentively, his gaze studying her carefully. He weighs his response. Nervously, she adds, "We haven't made our association public yet, but we've prepared official documents for you." Her anxiety spikes as she waits for his response. She worries she's overstepped, that he might mock her for even suggesting he join their ranks. Determined to remain composed, she speaks in soft, respectful tones, hoping to gain his trust. Breaking his silence, Fang asks, "Why should I join?" The girl, Zhang King, hesitates, her nerves apparent. "The Xia Nation Association connects pioneers like yourself. We provide a structured path, extra protection, and resources to help you grow stronger. Without that structure, pioneers squander their potential. Joining us means security and support." Fang listens carefully, then responds coolly, "What if I'm not interested? And what if I don't trust you?" Zhang remains undeterred. She pulls out her ID card, presenting it to him. "I'm Zhang King, a former athlete before the spiritual energy revival. This card proves my connection to the association. I'm not a fraud." Fang's eyes narrow as he recalls seeing her on TV. "I've seen her before," he thinks. "She was an athlete, she won competitions. After joining the association, her downfall stopped. But I won't reveal too much now." Zhang presses on. "I've invited you, and I'll await your reply. Please keep this between us until you decide." Fang considers her words. "I'll think about it and let you know," he says. "But keep my location secret until I respond." Zhang agrees, warning him, "Your cultivation energy is unmistakable. Even without spies, others might sense it. Choose your training grounds carefully. It'll be beneficial." Fang nods. "I'll take your advice." With that, he leaves, moving quickly. Zhang stands there, watching him disappear into the distance. "He's slipped away again," she murmurs. "Am I too weak to keep up with someone this powerful?" Frustration fills her, but she pushes it aside. A message from headquarters interrupts her thoughts. The beasts are returning. Fear tightens her chest. "They're bloodthirsty," she whispers. "If we don't stop them, they'll destroy everything." As heavy rain pours, lightning cracks the sky. Fang listens to the news, learning that a rare, dangerous storm is sweeping through the mountains. The advisory warns citizens to stay indoors. Fang notices that the lightning is converging in one spot. He heads toward Yanghong Mountain, where the storm is most intense. As he moves toward the mountain, he pulls on a raincoat to shield himself from the downpour. A system notification pops up, confirming that Yanghong Mountain, a 1.5 km tall tourist hotspot covering 25,000 hectares, is the epicenter of a massive pollution zone. He queries his system about the pollution level, but it falters, unable to provide an answer. Undeterred, Fang presses forward, moving toward the storm's heart. Suddenly, a bolt of lightning strikes him, illuminating the chaotic scene. After this, the scene shifts, and we find ourselves at the headquarters of the association. The general speaks, saying, "There is a great deal of danger on Mount Yonghang. It has become a spiritual energy hub, with an intense concentration of cultivation. It has now become a containment zone. I am calling King Jian right now. He's busy elsewhere, but I need him urgently for this mission." He proceeds to call King Jian and instructs him, "Tell me what the latest developments are and what report is coming in." We see King Jian standing at his table, explaining the situation. "We have classified this area as an A-level containment zone. Based on current reports, it's expected that within the next hour, it will escalate to S-level cultivation. We must make an emergency plan immediately. No explorer is capable of surveying the extent of the destruction here and returning with useful data. Not even I can conduct an effective survey on this matter." King Jian continues, "Even the Giantfan level explorers are predicting a 100% mortality rate at this level. This means even the highest level explorers are at serious risk here." At this point, one of them stands up and says, "We must seal the Yonghang Mountain as soon as possible to prevent climbers from attempting to scale it. The contamination risk is too great, and any climber who ventures there will be in grave danger." The general agrees, stating, "Yes, it should be sealed off immediately. We need to prevent anyone from approaching it until we can find a solution. The containment zone has just been established, and the spatial energy levels are at their peak. We must restrict access to the area." The conversation continues as the general adds, "As for the continuation drops, we will remove our band." Meanwhile, we see that lightning continues to strike the Fang. It strikes for about 2-3 seconds, and we observe that it survives. The individual, thinking to himself, expresses gratitude, saying, "I'm thankful to have survived because I've mastered the Jinghan technique." His goal is to reach Yonghang Mountain to awaken his new abilities and become more powerful. He also reflects, "The lightning that nearly killed me would have instantly killed any ordinary person, but for me, it's a chance to break through to my peak and level up." He further considers, "I must go to the center of the mountain to collect as much energy as possible and harness it for myself. Humans have gained a lot from the expansion of spiritual energy. We're improving, but we don't yet know what the future holds. How dangerous can a rat or a rabbit become to mankind?" He adds, "The future will be even more terrifying. If a person goes out without power, they won't make it back alive. I've mastered many things, like restoring the firepower in my sword, but it still isn't enough. These powers are strong, but I need more abilities to prepare for what's ahead. As far as weapons go, it would be foolish to rely on just one. I must awaken more powers to be prepared for the future. This is the best opportunity for me to evolve further." Lightning strikes intensify as he continues to fight against the energy. He feels the strain, his body growing tired and weary. With one more intense strike, blood begins to drip from his mouth. These lightning abilities are punishing, and if I don't manage them quickly, I might not survive, he thinks. He considers how dangerous they are and knows that he must absorb the energy and control it before it overwhelms him. A thought strikes him, and he decides to stop for a moment, asking, "How can I restore this energy? This is now a do or die situation." The system alerts him that the energy is extremely dangerous, but he must act fast. In a moment of clarity, he forms a plan. He unleashes the full power of his sword to counter the electric shock and attempts to observe the energy. Red and blue light collide as he struggles to stabilize it. We see the immense pressure on his face. Blood drips from his mouth, his eyes turning a golden hue as the sword itself glows. He says to himself, "I must face this with such intensity that I can absorb it, then use it effectively. Most of the time, you have to face death to live." He pushes forward, stepping back slightly to better observe the energy within him, wondering, will I be able to control it? If I don't, will it kill me? At that moment, the lightning strikes the entire Yonghang Mountain with even more intensity. The previous lightning strike looks like a mere flicker in comparison. The day turns from yellow to blue as the intensity grows. In the distance, his sister delivers a piece of good news, announcing that the thunder power attribute has already progressed within him. As the common people around him react in awe, one person captures a photo of the lightning, while an elderly man beside him asks, "Is there no shadow of a boy in this storm? Could someone be caught under the spell of the lightning?" Meanwhile, the Fang continues to harness the power, defending itself and launching its counterattacks. It receives a notification, Divine Thunder Power Observed. It realizes that this thunder ability is both defensive and offensive. It can both protect and destroy. This power can save you, but it can also consume you. I must stabilize it, it thinks. As the lightning that once threatened to destroy him now becomes a source of healing, he feels the power surging through him. According to legends, those who first harness the power of lightning can retain it, or it will be wasted. I will save this power, he decides, but I won't rely solely on the sword. He casts the sword away, focusing instead on his right hand. With determination, he channels the thunder ability into his right hand, securing the power for himself. The system confirms. Do you want to implant it? Yes or no? Yes, he responds, and the lightning pours into his hand, but instead of harming him, it strengthens him. The power fills his hand completely. The scene changes, and we see General King Wing arriving at the mountain. The atmosphere has improved, and the general reports, the destructive level has reached the middle of the peak. 3 hours ago, the contamination was too high to challenge, but now it's manageable. It's no longer dangerous to anyone. King Wing inquires, "Which officer came here? Are they alive?" The officer replies, "There are no traces left. If they're alive, they've escaped, but if they're dead, their marks have vanished." King Wing asks, "Is it possible they left at 8 o'clock?" The general responds, "It's possible." The contamination began at 7, and at 8 it reached its peak. Whoever was here must have absorbed the strongest electricity, prepared for the energy, and stabilized the situation. The general concludes, this was no coincidence. Whoever did this likely absorbed the power for themselves. Major Han, ever the strategist, adds, "Such individuals are dangerous. We don't know if they are friend or foe. If they turn against society, they could become as destructive as these natural disasters." King Wing orders, "Find them, now. Make it your priority." Their code name is Tyrant, the enemy who appears as a friend, but is an enemy in disguise. And so the search for Tyrant begins. Search for Tyrant. We find ourselves back in the same mountain area where he was standing earlier. It's now time to act. Major Han, addressing his team, says, "Anyone who gains knowledge about this situation should not keep it to themselves. They should report it immediately. Do not attempt any quick verifications, just record the information you obtain." In the meantime, one of the officers, who was already with them, appears and suggests, "This is a natural phenomenon, and we should consult with a high-ranking researcher who is studying it." He addresses King Ying, saying, "Submit your report to Major Han so he knows who we're up against and who we need to track down." Upon hearing this, King Ying is left with no choice. She feels incredibly nervous. As she begins to explain her situation, she admits, "I am also a researcher who purified the last pollution anomaly, which occurred in front of the north gate of Qingyang University. But I'm scared. Yang won't leave me alone, and neither will Fang. They will definitely come after me. If I don't tell you everything, Major Han could be upset and harm me, which makes me anxious." She pauses, visibly shaken, thinking to herself, "Oh my God, I've only told half of the truth. If I hadn't said this, I would have lost my mind. I wouldn't have been able to stay here or anywhere." Major Han listens carefully, processing the information. "His solar element, you say?" he murmurs. He seems deep in thought, trying to understand his intentions, his movements, and the source of his power. As a highly intelligent person, Major Han understands the situation well. He praises King Ying, saying, "We need more people like you. You are an example for the next generation." King Ying feels a surge of happiness at his praise, replying, "I will continue my work." The scene shifts quickly. It's raining heavily. We see a figure using the technique of golden sun breathing to wash his clothes, taking advantage of his levitation ability to make the task easier. His clothes are dried professionally, as if by a dry cleaner, and within moments, he's dressed and ready. He reflects on the changes within himself. Since acquiring the ability of thunder, he feels a physical transformation, not just internally, but also in his body's structure. My hand feels like it's undergoing a physical transformation, he thinks. Since I've absorbed the lightning, the thunder attribute has become the most powerful part of my body. It's reached its peak. My hand is now a conduit of energy. He also considers the nature of the thunder ability, which he sees as both uncontrollable and dangerous, much like a wild cat, something that can be tamed but is inherently merciless. His thoughts drift back to when he first awakened the solar ability and the immense pain it caused him. The pain was unbearable, he recalls, but now I can control it with ease. Despite feeling the power surging within him, he realizes the thunder ability, though powerful, is still at an early stage. It's far from its full potential. He checks his notes and finds that the thunder power is 3 times more effective at dealing with the monstrous threats he's encountered. Just then, his phone rings, and a notification pops up. A recent incident has caught his attention. He glances at the phone and turns on the notification feed, seeing that it's related to the explosion at a chemical factory. He reads the message: "The world is changing, but not for the better. Destruction is spreading." He reflects. If Zia Nation sends out this notification in time, it could save thousands of lives by warning people to avoid the affected area. If that doesn't happen, it will be a missed opportunity, one I won't pass up. Even if it costs me my life, I'll go there and grow stronger. I must prepare to fight the monsters that will rise from this destruction and stop the world from descending into chaos. As he reads the notification, he feels uneasy. The explosion at the factory has caused massive pollution, and the destruction seems to be spreading faster than expected. The reactions from the people around him reflect the panic. "My house was near the explosion, how will I survive?" many comment. He wonders, why do I feel like I've seen this before? He reflects on his past life, recalling a similar feeling, a beast's voice, and an overwhelming scent. The creature he faced in his past life had glowing red eyes, far more dangerous than the rabbit he killed recently. He realizes that this explosion might have triggered the transformation of a beast into something far more deadly. Chemical explosions are causing these beasts to appear everywhere, he thinks. They might be plants or animals that have gone through a transformation, gaining intelligence. Their instincts, chasing, hunting, killing, are far more honed than before. He decides to investigate, using his enhanced power. Now, I have the opportunity to go to the factory and see if my threefold power is as effective as I believe it to be. The scene shifts again. The rain continues to pour, and the desolate road is eerily quiet. Traffic lights flicker, and in the distance, fast-moving figures pass by, seemingly in pursuit of something. Codenamed Candlelight Night, a name filed under number 7. They're moving quickly, as if chasing someone, heading straight for the factory where the explosion occurred. One of them explains, "As soon as we get close to the beasts, they move so fast that we can barely track them. They consume people in an instant, and we're powerless to stop them." They add, "In this storm, they must be hunting. We can't allow them to continue like this. We're their next target." The scene shifts once again. The information about Candlelight Night is recorded at headquarters. The file is marked with priority, and the team is working to gather more details. "In 12 hours, we will have all the information and results," an officer reports, adding that the team is tracking Candlelight Night to prevent him from evolving. Meanwhile, the officer assures the team, "The Zia Nation is facing a lot of problems, which is why it's taking longer, but we're doing our best." Headquarters informs the officers that the area they're heading to is under the jurisdiction of the Spiritual Energy Association, led by Su King Jing and her team. Just then, a voice comes from behind. It's Jing Jing, Su's associate, who mockingly says, "I've become so famous that people are telling me about me now." The officer responds, "We're dealing with Candlelight Night, a being that devours people. This isn't overtime, it's our responsibility." Jing Jing, nonchalant, asks, "You need my team. Why? If it's something like this, I would have told you earlier that Jing Jing won't help you." The second friend agrees, but then a voice calls out, "Stop." The frontier officer, apologetic, says, I think I spoke out of line. We really need your help. We can't track Candlelight Knight without your abilities. Do you know how dangerous he is? If we don't stop him, not only will we be devoured, but innocent civilians will be too. He pleads, please help us.